Hello everyone, my name is Alfie from Odyssey Musics and welcome to week 2. Before we get started, I'm just going to say I've noticed, all the camera. I probably have mentioned this before. The video's coming out a little later because we tried to record on a phone, but the phone needed too much charge, and so that just didn't happen. Right. On to today's week. What have I done? A lot. Where's my book? There it is. I have officially recorded one song. I love it. Only thing I don't like is the vocals, but it's because it was missing something, and I had to get a rough thing down. I'll show you what I've been up to. So, oh God, will my headphones stretch this far? Yes, they will. Right. Let me just remember this book. I started writing in it. Yes. It's a mess up here. I need to get better at organising. I'll have pictures of this, flashing up as I'm talking. I can just read from it as we go. So on the first page here, you can see I've got the album name is the main one. I've had the idea of that album name for a while. As you can see, I've put a tick by album cover because I came up with a cool album cover, but you don't get to see it yet. You can see the song name. The fourth track is title track, Far Away From Colour. I started that. I'll come to that later. Maiden Reaper, who played me on everything. Mixed and written with, I can't read my handwriting, only headphones. Yeah, mixed and written without monitors, so those are the speakers. Because to be fair, mixing on headphones is completely different to mixing on monitors, as I found out through college. And there you go, the start date. So when I started this challenge, 15th of September 2025. I don't know how long it's going to go on for, but that will show it. Of course, in the corner here, you've got when I started writing everything down. A while, not like, that's 2 nights ago. I lost track of time doing this, actually. It was really fun. Right, on to the next page. So, this song that I'm doing, let's move that out of the way. This song that I've finished is called Sand in the Wind, because it's a cool name, and I like the title. It fits the song real well. So we've got the length of it. It's 2 minutes 40. The key, using all my musical knowledge, I am 100% sure it is in D major. I've got the chord progression here. That was a while to figure out. Yeah, because I just had to figure out what the chords are. Eventually I gave up and I just looked online as guitar chord finder. I had a fun time writing this anyway. The tempo, as you can see, it starts off at 112 from intro to chorus, and then it speeds up to 120 from the interlude to the outro. The instruments here, you can see I used a Cort AF 510 OP acoustic guitar, which is my acoustic guitar there. My Encore E4 Blaster Series P bass, which is that there. Sweetcase Rhodes piano, which is a really cool free Rhodes, Fender Rhodes copy. I really love it. I use the Lewitt 240 Pro to mic my acoustic guitars, which I have in there, but I'm not going to get it out. Actually, I double checked the guitars. I did the Lewitt for one, and I did this for the other, which is an AKG P120 condenser mic. I should have written that down. Naughty me. Right, on here, description, like it's just pretty much what I've done. So here, the song's main instrument is the acoustic guitar. The acoustic guitar is double tracked. If you don't know what double tracking is, it's just playing the same thing but panning it left and right. You can get triple tracks, quad tracks, Master of Puppets, oh God. I'm going to take a shot in the dark here and say the 1986 masterpiece by Metallica. Yeah, James Hetfield's rhythm guitars were triple tracked or tri-tracked, I'm not sure the correct terminology. But it's pretty much you record it 3 times, 1 pan hard left, 1 pan hard right, and 1 in the middle, but turned down in the fader, so it's a lower volume. And all it really does is just gives the guitar a larger tone. It's completely different to just copying and pasting it. You have to play it multiple times. Oh God, I got sidetracked. The guitars they were sent into an effects bus because I found out how to do that, and it's actually a lot easier. I got cables tangled up here. No, oh maybe I don't. I'm just being special. Yeah, no. They go into an effects bus where I've got compression, EQ, and reverb going on them. The reason I made an effects bus because one, it's easier to control all of them at the same time. It's the same instrument. I want them to be the same. But also is that I can copy the effects bus and just paste it to the other song, so I have a consistent acoustic guitar sound, which was actually really helpful. And then right here, as you can see, I've got the compressor that I use, which is the VIA X Comp, which is just one of Reaper's stock compressor plugins. Well, that's a bit loud, sorry. But I just wrote down what I did. If I ever wanted to go back in the future and this is what I did, so I can instantly replicate it. You've got the ratios here, the thresholds, the top frequencies. The top frequencies are set standard as you just open it. That's how they were. I didn't change that. The attack, release, MS size, didn't change any of that. There's nothing on the next page. There's some more stuff that has to be written in there. There was the EQ, which looks like this. And then the amount of reverb, which is this. They're all Reaper's stock plugins. Plugins. But yeah, it's don't need fancy stuff to make a good sound. I'm really happy with the sound I got from it. I'm actually really happy with. I'm really happy with what I got from it. But yeah, I think at the end I will play a little clip of it. There's actually so much more that has to be written, so I'm just going to talk about that. So it's a very thin. No, it's not a thin texture. I use bass, I use the Rhodes, guitar, and vocals. 4 things. It's the chord progression took a while to come up with because I put it in drop D because the first chord, the D add 9 sounds. I think it's an add 9 because it's in drop D. I don't actually know, but it sounds really good with it. The B minor 7, that one's just a good chord anyway. And I looked up some of these chord names and I was like, then really bizarre names for really nice sounding chords. And then I had B major 9 sus and a D sus add 9. I don't know how people can just like hear it and go, yes, that's it. I can't do that. I I I know what sounds right and I know what I want, but I couldn't tell you what it is. Um, yeah. Oh God, I was gonna say. What was I gonna say? Right. Yes. So about the structure of the song. So as you can see, it goes intro, verse, chorus, interlude, solo, outro. The solo, my favorite part. I think my second favorite part has got to be the interlude, because the interlude is also a solo as well, because I have a little Rhodes solo before you go to the acoustic guitar solo, and that acoustic guitar solo is like, I made it how I make all my other solos. It's completely improvised, but if a bit sticks, then I improvise, but I still play the bit that sticks. And then I'll like, ooh, well, that bit there sounds good with that bit there, and I just work it from there. So I don't really write or like think about this stuff like on a fretboard, like, oh, what scale am I using? I know none of that. I could, but I think if you think about it too hard, it can take away the creative process. Don't get me wrong, like songs like The Dance of Eternity by Dream Theater. That thing that you'll have to think about that to write that. But I mean, I love that song. It's really good. But yeah, no, this guitar solo I'm actually really happy with, because the song's a simplistic song, but it's meant to have an impact. And that's what the solo is. It's very simplistic, but it serves the song. It's quite powerful, actually. The lyrics in there are mediocre at best, but that's because I needed something, because it doesn't sound right just by itself. No, it doesn't. And yeah, this song, Sand in the Wind, and the fourth song, Far Away from Colour, excuse me, they're gonna flow into each other, like I explained in the last episode. Far Away from Colour, I'll have some more about that next week. Yes, this is the main thing I wanted to talk about. Drums. Mine sound awful, and that's putting it nicely. Like, I use IK Multimedia's Modo drums. I use the stock studio drums, which I think I've mentioned in a video before. But I just can't get it to sound good. It just doesn't seem very responsive. Like when you go to the mixer page and there's the EQ things, I'm playing it back and it barely sounds like it's doing anything, which is really annoying. And it's just so uninspiring. Like, on another song that I need to crack on with, it needs powerful drums, but the drums are so uninspiring. It just sounds like a phone mic'd kit that I like, no treatment, like pretty much what I've got in my shed, actually, that you've seen on a couple videos. It just sounds like recording it through a phone and just untreated, and so much like I don't know, it's very uninspiring. But I'm going to be tweaking it as much as I can. Like, I've got a separate project for the drums. I called it Drum Test, and it's there so I can make a drum sound. And I hope I get somewhere with it that makes it more inspiring for me to listen to, and hopefully one day you to listen to. Yeah. And just a quick thing, we can get back on topic. One of the videos I recorded, one of my short form videos for Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook and stuff, absolutely blew up. I mean, for me anyway. It's like I did Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi on a 12 string I've acquired from an auction. It's actually very old. Like the latest that it could have been made, as in closest to our time, is 1975, which is I'm going to be... So yeah, it's 3 years older than my dad. That's old. But yeah, no. And then the latest it could be, which is the furthest away, could be 1964. It's a... Oh God, I can't remember the name. It's this. Caught it at an auction. It's a really cool guitar because I didn't have a 12 string, and I love it. The action's a bit high on it, but like it's old, so it's fine. It would be nice to get that sorted. I don't know if I can, but yeah, if I can, that's going to be just amazing. Oh God, I forgot what I was talking about now. Yes. One of my videos just went poof, blew up, and I was actually really happy with that because some of the other stuff I've done hasn't got more than 3,200 views or something. But no, this one's blew. Actually, I'll check right now. It could have gone up because the last time I checked, I think it was 9,000 and something. Let's have a look. No, that's Instagram. Don't go on there. Yeah, on Instagram it's got like 35 views, but on TikTok it's got 9,671. It's got like 138 likes, 21 saves. I was actually really happy with that. Me and my dad are really confused because we're not understanding like how the algorithm's working for TikTok. Because I could just like upload something at like 8 o'clock at night, and like by 8 o'clock at night the next day it just poof, blows up in my case, because like I'm a 16-year-old kid who's like playing guitar in his bedroom and like trying to like work hard to make a living one day. And to me that's a lot. To other people's it's not a lot, but I'm happy because it's the fact that people are liking what I'm doing. It's a shame that they're not sticking around, but they're liking what I'm doing, which is good enough. What that was. But yeah. Oh God. I'm running out of things to talk about. Well, let's get on to the music news then, shall we? Again, I'm actually really late with this one, even later than my last one. But Boss, their new line of like effects pedals. I'm going to choose my words carefully here. It's a money grab. It is. Like, it's literally pay to play. Can't remember the name. There we go. It's, the Boss PX1. It is literally just pay to play. You have to pay to unlock more effects, and so on. And I saw something on Instagram as well. Don't hold me to this. This could be fake news. If it's not, then you'll hear me go, haha, I told you so, whenever it comes out. But on Instagram, I saw that Boss was going to release another line of those pedals. It was like, I think it was an A something one, like AP1 or something silly like that. But it was like similar pay to play, but like, you don't own the stuff you have. Like they can turn your stuff off whenever they want. And I heard, which is the funniest bit, that if you stop paying, that they can play ads through your pedal. And I saw that and I was just laughing because that's funny. It's like, you imagine you got that pedal, you're playing the song, and then just like in the middle of that you get like I don't know, like a British Gas advert or Welsh Wars, that'd be funny. But God, I've got guitar pedals down there, and actually, why not? You get to see what I've got. I'll have to re-plug it in later. I used to have 5, but it kind of went mental on me, and it hurt my ears a lot. I'll still get it out for you because I still technically have it. So like first in my pedal chain, got this. It's a wah pedal. It's the Vol wah, which is a volume pedal and a wah pedal. Pretty self-explanatory. Can't remember who made it. There we go. Soundcake. It's a really good pedal. I love playing stuff on that. Ooh, almost fell off my chair. Now this pedal here. Can't see it very well, can you? Oh well. This pedal here, the Ultimate Drive by Joyo, I want to say. Harley Benton and Joyo do a different version of the same pedal. I love that. I've got a load of distorted tones from that, from like overdrive, like fuzz, and like distortion. Yeah, like really good. I've had so much fun with that. I could get like a blues drive sound out of it. It's brilliant. And then I got this, my Behringer Vintage Phaser. Now, when I got that, I was amazed because like I wanted that just so I could play Atomic Punk by Van Halen. And when I got that, I was just like, oh. I didn't have the delay. I was fine with that. I could still like strum that fast. Not to brag. But yeah. And then I got this pedal here. The Classic Flanger from Harley Benton. I love it. I've got some really good phaser sounds out of it. I love playing Pink Floyd, so as soon as I got to the second Comfortably Numb solo, like on it goes and just sounds amazing. Still got this pedal because I'm giving it a rest. Maybe it'll work again one day. The Harley Benton digital delay. It was a really good delay pedal while it was working, but then it's just decided to not work anymore. Don't know why. But yeah, God. So that's my pedal board. Every pedal, I don't get expensive stuff. Don't get cheap stuff, but don't get expensive stuff because the cheap stuff, that's cheap for a reason. I get the in-between stuff because, like, sure, they have their limitations, but that's what makes you get creative with stuff. Like tape machines, like 8-track tape machines. People only had a limited number of tracks that they could record, so they had to get creative with the stuff that they had. And then when they went to 16-track tape machines, then there was more options. Yeah. Oh, not me. Never mind. But yeah. No. And then, of course, digital, you can get unlimited tracks and I don't know, sometimes creativity goes out the window when you have access to everything, like through plugins and stuff. I don't, because I'm broke. But yeah, no. So yeah, I've done a lot week 2, a hell of a lot more than I did on week 1. I'm definitely going to have more to talk about on week 3. Yeah, it is week 3. It is week 3. Yeah, I will have more to talk about on week 3. And well, thanks for sticking around longer. Someone's home. I'm gonna start promoting this, what I'm doing here, on like Instagram and TikTok, because I know it's not chasing it for the views. Like, I don't want to do that, but it's quite sad for me anyway when like I put a lot of hard work into what I'm doing. You know, people may say otherwise. That's fine. They can say what they want. But I put a lot of work into what I do, and right, let's have a look. Just quick. Oh, don't want to turn anything off. Yeah, my latest video, the week 1, did it go well? Okay, fair enough. That's like copyright striked, which is my fault. I had copyrighted music in. Fair enough. At 12 views. Week 0, 28 views. It's a bit disheartening, if I'm honest. But I think getting through it and like pushing it and keep pushing it, one day it'll just change, and that'll be great. But that is all from me for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to leave you with the little snippet of what I have done today. Goodbye.